Currently, the orbital calculator is in poor condition. We can't seem to repair it no matter what we try. Seems to act up when we switch mode. This is not right. We're at the orbital factory, and I'm supposed to be talking to the chief, which I thought meant that guy. But maybe we need to talk to, maybe we need an appointment. Or check into our appointment at the front desk? That's embarrassing. I really thought that that's where, that's the person we were supposed to go to for our quest. But I mean, I imagine we're gonna end up over there anyways, right? There you go. We gotta check in with the lady in charge, really.
Oh, you're the ones with Tita before, no? Welcome to the Central Factory. Can I help you?
We're from the Bracer Guild.
We'd like to meet with the factory head, if we may.
So, reach into her pouch, pause for a dramatic effect, then flourish the introduction note to meet with the factory chief. Joshua looked stoic and tired. Tried not to roll his eyes.
I see. Just a moment, please.
There is an intercom in here. We could have just told those people to bring their lazy butts to the library and return their books. Hazel used the intercom, keeping one weary eye on Estelle all the while.
Sir, I'm terribly sorry to bother you during your... yes, sir. The people from the Bracer Guild are... yes, sir. Right away. Thank you for waiting. Factory Chief Murdoch will see you now. His office is upstairs on the second floor. Nice. I didn't think he'd see us so quickly. Let's not keep him waiting.
Oh. So Murdoch is not the guy that Tita is talking to now? Maybe he just wasn't in his office. Maybe he's in his office at this very moment. Now with Tita. I know we just saw him on the 5th floor, but... Ah.
Hey, I've been waiting for you two. Estelle and Joshua, right?
Yes. It's nice to meet you, sir. We're sorry to bother you at work like this.
No, don't worry yourselves about it. The Bracer Guild, and Cassius in particular, have done a great deal for me in the past. It would be rude for me not to welcome his children.
Huh? You know Dad?
I guess you might say that. He was my benefactor. It's no exaggerating to the Central Factory produces the finest ornaments in the land. Naturally, the confrontations over our craft have never really stopped. Whenever we had a problem, we'd always contact Roland Branch and have him come over.
I see. That checks out, because he did talk about going to Zeiss a lot, specifically, to the point where I thought that that's where we would meet him back at, because it did also look like the furthest, like if we were going clockwise and going from Bose, on the map.
That explains all the business trips then.
Oh, now my benefactor's kids have come visit me themselves. What can I do for you? I'm happy to help.
Thanks, sir.
It's kind of a long story. Joshua and Estelle explained to Murdoch about the events surrounding the mysterious black ornament.
I see. Well then, would you mind if I had a look at this ornament?
Sure, no problem.
Estelle produced the black ornament and handed it to the factory chief.
Now, this is certainly an oddity. It's obviously made from modern materials, but the caliber isn't inscribed anywhere.
Caliber? You mean the numbers that are carved into orbit's frame?
Exactly. It's almost unheard of for an ornament to be produced without them. That's not just in Liberal either. Most other nations in the continent are the same way. It's a tradition dating back to when the ornaments were first invented 50 years ago.
I'm sorry, what? Ornaments were only invented 50 years ago? I guess that makes sense because, like, they're just now inventing escalators. But, like, you're just now inventing escalators, but you have huge airliners out and about? That's just, like, the progress, the speed at which things are progressing is crazy. So if, like, any of the future games are, say, like, 200 years in the future even, like, you could make that the tech advance just so much if they're already in 50 years accelerating at that rate.
You don't say.
Estelle took out her combat ornament and eyeballed it suspiciously.
Oh, you're right. There are numbers right here. Crazy.
You mean that you've never noticed in all this time?
Oh, you hush.
But seriously, is it really that strange for one to have no caliber on it?
Well, it's pretty much part of the production process, and it goes for any orbital factory. It's as if this one were a prototype or something. So I imagine if it wasn't made to entertain at birthday parties, if you take my meaning.
So, less with the sweet and awesome, more with the stabby hurdy? I got it.
Of course, I can't say for certain without looking inside. Huh?
Well, what is it?
I can't find the maintenance cover. And now that I really look at it, it has no seams on it at all. How the hell is this thing made? I don't see any way to check out inside of it.
Oh man, would it be possible to cut it open?
That might work, yes.
Feels ill-advised for that.
But I'd hate to just break something belonging to Cassius like that.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we should let the professor handle it.
Oh, right, he mentioned the note. We should be able to tell us something. Oh, there's a note that was included with the ornament.
Estelle showed Murdoch one note that was in the package for Cassius.
Please speak to Professor R to do an analysis.
You wouldn't happen to know who Professor R is, would you?
Well, let me think. From the letter R and the people that Cassius knew, must be Professor Russell.
I thought so. Huh? Who's Professor Russell? And wait a second, how do you know this guy? Oh, I don't know of, but I know of him. He's known as the person who brought orbital technology to Liberal in the first place.
Hey, you know your stuff. As I'm sure you know, orbments were invented by Professor Epstein, and Professor Russell was one of his disciples. 40 years ago, he brought orbments and his knowledge back, and that's why Liberal and a technologically advanced nation. You might say that he was the father of the orbital revolution.
Wow, now that is impressive. Man, I had no idea that Dad knew anyone like that.
Even so, it worries me that you'd be letting the old handle this orbment. We have no idea what it is, really.
Huh?
Well, how do you put this? For good or ill, he's a certified genius. When he gets his idea of a new invention in his head, he'll just no telling what he'll do. Much like the time when he was developing the first orbital airship.
What's with the far-off look? I guess a lot happened.
Sorry. I'm sure that he'll be able to figure this thing out. Go find him and ask him about it. It can hurt.
Thanks, Chief.
Where should we go find him?
Hold on a moment.
Murdoch flipped the switch of the intercom.
Testing, all good. Actually, I've been looking for you. Sorry to bother you, but can you come here? Alright, I'll be waiting.
What, did you just call the professor or something?
No. He actually has a private workshop in town. He has all the latest technology at his disposal, so I know he could figure out something about that thing.
Oh, wow, he must really be a genius. Wait, then who did you call?
His granddaughter. She works here at the factory. I'm sure the child will be happy to show you the way.
The child? Excuse me?
Hi, I was in your room. I shouldn't say that to a child.
Huh?
Ew.
Oh, Estelle and Joshua.
Oh, you mean that you know each other?
Yeah, we only met a few while ago, though.
Oh, so then I guess that's the professor's granddaughter?
Exactly. Tita, I've been talking with Estelle and Joshua here. I'd like for you to show them the way to your house.
Oh, to see Grandpa? Okay, I will.
I appreciate it. Oh yes, if you learn anything new, I'd love it if you came by and back and told me. As an engineer, I'm extremely curious to know more about this.
Sure thing.
If you'll excuse us then.
Hey, I didn't think you'd be coming. If you're even the granddaughter of the famous professor.
It's no wonder you're so comfortable with ornaments.
Oh, come on. I'm still just studying under Grandpa. Oh, by the way, did you bracers have business with my grandpa?
Well, sort of. The situation is kind of complicated. We can explain everything once we see your grandfather.
Oh, okay. My house is in the southwest corner of town. Get off at the escalator and go straight until you reach the south entrance. Then turn to the west and there it is.
Got it. Okay, well, let's get moving. Hey, I will say it's a less dramatic way for her to join the party versus what we just went through in Run, which is kind of nice. Like, it doesn't feel formulaic in that way yet, at least. I say yet, but I would say yet as far as the story goes with all the games. Let's go to the Bracer Guild and redeem our stuff.
Joshua, Estelle,
Professor Russell's private laboratory is in the southwest corner of town.
Oh, Kilika, are you psychic?
How did you know we were on our way to the professor's?
Come now.
You're with the professor's granddaughter, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. Guess it saves me the time of reporting in, right?
The professor's a very busy man. Don't keep him waiting. Bye, Tita. Keep your eye on those two for me, okay?
Yes, ma'am. I will.
Welcome back. Looks like you finished your job.
If you clear any other contracts, make sure you come here and report it.
Okay, we have already seen this house. Many people have told me the instructions. I am lost. I think it's this way.
This is my house. Wow, nice place. Professor Russell is here? No, I think he's in the workshop. Through this door.
We should go and say hi then. Oh, where'd he go? Is this like in Pokemon? Is he in one of the machines?
I'm home, Grandpa.
Okay, maybe this way.
So this is the professor.
He's crashing out.
Nice to meet you. My name is Estelle Bright of the Bracer Guild. We actually came to get your expert opinion on...
I got it! I did it! It's finally complete. That's right. Who's the man? I'm the man. Yes, I should start testing it at once. Oh,
Whoa! Oh, what the hell? I'm sorry, Estelle. Grandpa kind of goes into a trance when he's working. He doesn't really notice what's going on around him. I think he just finished up the device he's been working on for the past few days.
Oh, I see. It really is something. He's on something, alright.
I'm so embarrassed.
I gotta chase this man around this workshop. Imagine he goes upstairs. Just chase him up and down over and over again. Whoa, what is that?
Grandpa, there's some people here who need to talk to you.
Oh, Tita, you've come at the right time. I need your help with compiling the data for these tests.
But Grandpa?
This new invention will actually block a biosensor's orbit's detection faculties. It emits a unique orbital field that detects the energy that a biosensor sends out when it scans.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. Since when do I overstate my own accomplishments? Now come on, we've got testing to do.
Right.
Professor Russell and Tita began working with some complex-looking equipment.
Hey, no. Never mind, Estelle. I think we should let them be for a little while.
Hey, you with the black hair.
Oh, me?
Who else? On the upstairs bookcase, a notebook titled Orbital Energy as Applied to Force Fields. Go get it. Go on, be quick about it.
Alright.
He's actually running, Joshua. Such a good boy.
Hey, young lady, you with the antenna hair.
Antenna?
Oh, no, you didn't. Quit farting around and make some coffee.
Why should I make you coffee?
I take it back, by the way. I want it clear as mud.
You're not hearing a word I say. Fine, whatever.
What is this thing, though?
Yeah, perfect. All set, Grandpa.
Just as fast as ever.
Oh. Where is Still and Joshua?
Oh, come to think of it, I do vaguely recall a couple of young folks. Murdoch sent along some fresh faces, then, I presume.
Grandpa.
And so Estelle and Joshua inadvertently wound up as assistants in the equipment. After so many small but relatively harmless explosions and some singeing of their eyebrows, the day gave way to evening.
Sorry about all that. I just assumed you were new employees at the Essential Factory, so it's only natural that I wound up being drafted as assistants.
This is no laughing matter, especially since the only thing you had me helping with is making coffee. Girls can bang metal parts together too, old man. Relax, Estelle. We got some valuable experience out of the deal in the end. How often does one get to participate in a startup test of a brand new orbit, after all?
Well, now, you're a bright lad then, aren't you? I want to give you this leather bracer nonsense to start up in the field of orbital engineering.
Grandpa, I'm really sorry, guys. I guess I got caught up in the moment, too. You don't need to apologize, sweetie.
She's like big sister mode.
But I thought the father of the orbital revolution was going to be some really amazing man. Not some old fart with attention deficit issues.
It's still so funny. Oh my god.
Please, you're too kind. Moving on, I'm being paid a visit by the children of Cassius. That's quite a surprise.
So, you really do know our dad?
From way back when. I've known him since the army days, some 20 years or so.
I met him too. He had a really nice mustache, right? Oh, I don't know if I'd call it nice, as so much as suspicious looking. But he's known Dad for long. It looks like we're safe and trusting you-know-what with Professor Russell after all. Yes, I have to agree. Huh?
Oh, what are you talking about? And what was it you wanted my help with?
Well, Estelle explained to the professor the whole sequence of events surrounding the Black Orbment.
Oh, I see.
Wow, a pitch black ornament.
Oh, yes, most intriguing. And with no inscribed caliber, it seems. Ah, look at that frame, too.
Professor Russell produced a cutting tool from his belt. Without a word, he pushed the blade's edge against the outer shell of the ornament.
Oh, wait, what are you doing? It's special alloy steel cutter.
Just as I thought. Here, take a look.
Okay.
Estelle, Joshua, and Tita peered intently at the Black Orbment.
Huh? There's not even a scratch.
The frame is made of some type of metal I've never been encountered. Opening it for a closer look is going to be quite a task, I think.
That's just crazy. If we can't find some way to open it, we'll be back at square one.
Well, I could certainly spend some time trying. But first, I think maybe we should put it under a measurement scan.
What now? A huge piece of equipment you saw when we were working on the experiment. It can gauge orbital energy activity in real time.
Oh, so you're making my head hurt with your techno babble. Just tell me what using that thing will accomplish.
To put it in layman's terms, it'll allow us to just see what this orbit does. We won't be able to draw any definitive conclusions from measuring that kind of orbital activity is occurring, but it's a start.
And it should give us a major clue.
Indeed. So, without further ado...
Grandpa, shouldn't we have lunch first?
Oh, sure.
So, Joshua, you're both welcome to join us. I can't promise there'll be anything special, but...
Sounds great to me. We'll even help with the prep.
Alright, come on then. I've got a bit to do while lunch is prepared.
Oh, I want to see it too. No fair working when I'm not around.
My house, my rules.
What is up with these two?
Now I see where she gets it. Why do we look ghostly? We look like we're apparitions.
Ahem. Now, if everyone is ready, let's get this started. Estelle, if you'll put the ornament on the stand.
Okay. Like this?
Yes, thank you. Are you ready, Tita?
All set.
Good. Now, commencing orbital force measurement test on the Black Ornament.
Black Ornament? So that's going to be the official name after all? But using it officially is so boring and simple. Why not something cool like dark thingy of impending doom?
No. Simple is best. Anything longer than Black Ornament would just be annoying to say.
Oh, look at her. She's all anxious to start. Huh? Oh.
Alright, let's begin. Tita, if you'll activate the scanner, please.
Okay.
Oh god, ominous music. What if we cause an explosion? Maybe we should back up?
Output set to 45. Putting all measurement equipment on standby.
Roger. Done. All measuring equipment is calibrated.
Okay, here on out is the real deal. Since no direct input or output was detected, all we can do is measure how the central crystal circuit responds. Now, let's see how much this contraption is really worth.
You're in such a good mood.
And click.
Neat. All glowing and stuff. I get it. Putting a major strain on the crystal circuit.
There. Tita, any readings?
Yes, but they're kind of weird. The tachometer needle's shaking like crazy. And now it's spinning around the dial.
What?
Whoa. What just happened?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Joshua? That's that same black light from before.
What?
Oh my god, what are we doing? I don't like the aerial view. This is scary. Oh my god. Did we break the stairs too? Oh my god, we stopped all of the orbments. Oh.
Grandpa, it won't take much more of this. We have to shut it down.
Don't you dare. Just a little longer and we'll have something.
Wait a second. All the lights are down or going out. Huh?
What in... Oh, we have no choice then. Terminating the experiment.
Whoa, I have chills. Oh my god.
Oh, they're back on. Ugh.
Let's see the readout. Nothing. It didn't record anything. The only thing kept working on the scanner on which the black ornament sat. But even that, well... As for everything else...
Good. Looks like the experiment's finished. How's outside? Fine. All the lights are back like nothing happened. But still, a lot of people panicking though. Okay. Just what the hell was all that?
That was what I would dub the orbital shutdown phenomenon.
The what now? You mean everything inside all the orbits just stopped working at once? So, the black orbit did this?
Yes, no doubt. But I would never have dared to guess that this effect would be extensive. It's definitely more than I expected. Interesting. Most interesting indeed.
Only you think causing a blackout over an entire city is interesting.
Professor! Oh, Murdoch, just the man I wanted to see. The feeling is not mutual. Every single time you invent something, it means trouble for me. What the hell were you up to when you caused all the power downtown to go out? How rude. It's not even my fault this time. See that there? That's the ornament, and it caused this. Is that the... Okay, I get it. If that's the root cause of this, then it's genuine extenuating circumstances. But it still means that this was your fault. Ah, nuts. You got me.
That's it? You're just okay again? Are they always like this? This is so embarrassing.
And so the first day in Zeiss kept everyone busy. Due to how late it was, Estelle and Joshua stayed at the lab for the night. I'm trying to think. Like, I feel like, is that a weapon then? To basically put a whole town in darkness and like close out all their technology? That's really scary to think about, really.
Man, yesterday was such a crazy day.
I'm also thinking about, like, at least in the first arc with the Sky Bandits, the whole thing is that they were trying to steal... They're trying to steal the orbments. And we never really found out exactly why, right? The second arc, I'm trying to... Nothing really to do with orbments specifically. Except for the mayor losing out all his money. Could have something to do with orbments.
I was surprised enough at the town, but I really wasn't expecting to deal with anything like that. No kidding. But back on the subject of the black ornament, it's much more powerful than I'd imagined possible. Yeah, what's the prof gonna do now that this equipment's all kerloofy? Good morning, guys! Morning, Tita! Good morning. Quite a big day yesterday. No kidding. Did you guys sleep okay? Yep, like babies. Is the professor already up? Oh, he left for the central factory early this morning. He said something about how he was going to expose all the black ornament secrets.
Wow, looks like getting roared out over by the factory chief yesterday didn't even put a dent in him.
I really appreciate both of you taking the time just to look over a couple relative strangers brought you. No, that's fine, really. Grandpa's investigating it out in the pure curiosity more than anything. I should go to the factory myself once I'm done with breakfast. What do you plan to do? Naturally, we'll be coming with you. I want to know what's really going on with that ornament too. Maybe there's something we can do to help. Yay! You can come with me. Uh-oh, I almost forgot about the soup. Just a second, you two. I'll bring you breakfast as soon as I make sure it's edible and not on fire. I guess that's what that smell is. Man, what a cutie. I wish I could take her back with us to Roland. She could be like a pet, cheering us up whenever we're feeling down. That's kind of creepy, Estelle. Estelle's just like, I wish I could commit a kidnapping. And now that we've had a good breakfast, off to the Central Factory. Before we do that, I'd like to check in at the guild. I think it might be best to report on what happened yesterday, just to be on the safe side. Oh, well, okay. Hey, Tita, would you mind if we stop by there on our way? Sure, go ahead.
Why do I feel like something dramatic's gonna happen at the guild first? Should I stop by and see things? I feel like people are just gonna talk about, oh my god, a blackout? That's crazy.
Wheat, white, rice, sourdough. What kind of bread is good bread anyways? Labels would be so much easier.
Okay, just kidding. Bread is her biggest concern over blackouts. Bread over blackouts, that's what I always say.
Good morning. That was some day yesterday, wasn't it? When you're ready, we'd like to full report on it. Business as usual, Kilika? I've heard the basics from the factory chief already, but I'd like to expand that account with some first-hand details.
Well, Joshua explained the details of the orbal blackout.
I see. So the ornament that was sent to Cassius in secret was in fact something dangerous. The guild is very interested in these developments. We need to continue working with Professor Russell for the present.
We thought you'd say that.
When we have more information, we'll contact you immediately.
Who else is here? Hey fellers. Wong.
What? An assignment? You now?
Yeah, just a little one. The army kind of asked for me specifically, so I'm off to that capital. It's not just you anyway. We've got those we've got those two juniors. Put your heads together. You'll be fine. I won't be gone more than a couple days or so. Yes, sir. I'll do my best. Good. And relax. Hello. Who's this? You guys have good timing. Excuse me? You would by chance be the junior bracers, would you?
What? Yeah, we are. Junior bracer Joshua. I'm Estelle.
Oh, so it is you two. Just like Kilika said.
Excuse me? Are you on your way to the capital?
Yes, a small request came up. I'm leaving things here in Zeiss to you two and Wong for the time being. Don't burn the place down. So, yeah, we could use your help.
Sure, you can rely on us. We'll do our best.
It's settled then. I'll leave things to you all. Interesting. I'm a little nervous that there's a little discussion going on about how there's only gonna be the three of us left, and none of them have a portrait. That's scary stuff, man. I wonder if I should try to take advantage of going places when I have 3 people with me, but I don't think there's gonna be too much out in the world.
Hey, long time no see.
Huh?
Hey, it has been a while.
What is this bratty little kid doing in my Zeiss? He's the one that lost his little... What did he lose? He lost something in Roland.
Who's this? You remember that kid who was looking for the quartz shard in Roland, don't you? Remember? We took a request to find it a while back. Are you headed back to the Republic? Nah, the Central Factory. We made some cash in Grand Cell and have some shopping to do. Mom said we're gonna take this mirror and stock up on ornaments. They say the eyes are the first to go, but she can still spot a good deal. Oh, I can see you're still an obnoxious brat. What? I'm only saying what everybody else is thinking. But yeah, did you check out these crazy moving stairs? I'll never get tired of them. It's true that walking up and down them is a pain, so make the stairs move. Nice. I was cooking dinner and suddenly the ornament stopped. Luckily, it only meant that the stew my daughter forgot on the stove didn't get burned.
Oh, look, we helped people. Look at us go.
I was making dinner with my mom when the lights went out. I ran outside and everywhere was black. I kind of lost it. Oh, sorry, Muriel. How come?
Why are you apologizing, Tita? It's silly. Not silly. It's cute. It's silly cute. It's suit that, like, she lives here. People know her. So, yeah, she has, like, established relationships with the people here.
Looks like all the packing's in order. Almost ready to go. Time for one final check. Oh, hey, I gotta remember to go request a bracer's escort. Time's wasted.
Oh, no. I hope you have fun with Wong.
Man, these boxes are just a mess. It's gonna take forever to find what I need. Progress demands sacrifice, I suppose.
Oh, Tita, it's you! Yesterday sure was something else, don't you think? Did the ornaments at your house suddenly stop too? Yeah, they did. They were all surprised. Yeah, they stopped all over. It was scary looking out and seeing the whole town dark. I'd forgotten how dark it got at night without all the orbital lights. You know it.
Okay, so that's cute. I was thinking of not going around talking to everyone because everyone's gonna just yap about how the lights went out. But we can see interactions with Tita and the people in the town.
Yesterday was dark out. It was like when I stick my head under the covers. My husband never orders the proper amounts of anything. I keep telling him to take more care of the merchandise that sells better, but he doesn't know anything about being a salesman.
Oh, does he have an influx of salted anchovies? Because I can help with that.
Were you all okay last night? I thought the lights had just broken or something and was on my way to the factory. When I got outside, though, the entire town was dark.
I don't have to be a genius to know that something wasn't right about that. Salted anchovies. There you go. Oh, they're so cheap too. Well, guess I'm not helping you feed your family at that rate. That does not put food on the table. It might, however, put more salted anchovies on the table.
I swear, everyone running around the headless chickens just because the orbment stopped working. Try thinking about life before we had them. Why, when I was young, what were we talking about again? I tell you, I couldn't believe it yesterday. I was busting a table on the second floor. I was just coming down the stairs and suddenly everything went black. I don't even know how I didn't break the dishes. It's wild to think that, yeah, 50 years ago, y'all didn't have light bulbs? Y'all didn't have vacuums? Y'all were just sweeping up dirt in the dark 50 years ago. And now you're flying. Of course, it'd be a big problem if orbments stopped again like they did yesterday. Today, kids can't even imagine a world without orbments in it. Lights, heaters, vacuums, laundry. Pretty much everything in our daily life depends on having orbments. Thinking about it that way really makes you admire Professor Russell even more.
Okay, so that obviously they're trying to find a way to stop orbments and literally put people in the dark. Is it like, I don't want to say it's like a clash between the two countries. Like, instead of invading, they're just gonna fully put this whole country in the dark. But like, if they're trying to do something like steal orbments, that kind of makes it feel like they just don't want people to have those. But they're going for certain ones.
Oh, it's nice at last. Probably should go to the central factory and see the orbment selection. But first, a break. Let's find a nice place to sit.
She seems like someone that I should have known already, but I don't think I do.
Look at that. The clock's slow. I guess it's true. All the orbments shut down last night.
Oh, good morning. Nothing like starting the day with a morning prayer. Close your eyes and you can forget all about orbments. That's true. It's like a simulation, right? What's it like without orbments? Just close your eyes.
Last night was quite a dangerous affair. The central factory looked like it was on total uproar. Such times of anxiety are best remedied by a calming prayer.
Good morning, Tita. There, no need to speak. Last night was quite hard for you, wasn't it?
I'm so sorry.
There's nothing you need to apologize for. Your experiments are vital to progress, and sometimes experiments must fail. We all understand this. Tita, make sure you're there to support your grandfather.
Yes, Father.
I'm always willing to listen if you need someone to talk to. If you have a problem, I welcome you to bring them here.
Oh, that's nice. That's a comforting thing to hear, where I feel like you're in a situation where you could feel like a lot of it could have been your fault. And all these people are, obviously making complaints and kind of scared about what happened. So maybe I should stop talking to people, because I might be giving Tita a little bit of anxiety over here. Oh, hi. I don't think I've talked to y'all.
An horrible blackout. Something like that wasn't in my first edition thesis. I suppose I need to find more specialized documents. My husband said all the orbments stopped running yesterday. Is that even possible?
Oh no, everyone's afraid. Everyone's freaked out, y'all. I've already talked to them. This is the family that went vacationing. Okay, I think we can go back to the factory now. Oh, wait, we gotta take the right one. Especially if Charles is watching us.
That's my brother over there selling drinks. Our dream is to make enough money to own our own store.
Aw, cute.
The girl selling flowers over there, Irene, she's my sister. Go on and take a look at her flower shop.
Hello? Good morning. It's been quite a busy day so far. We've had so many customers coming in thinking last night's incident was due to broken orbments. Makes you realize just how many of Zeiss' citizens don't understand orbment technology.
Tita, everyone, how are you?
Professor Russell is in his workshop on the 3rd floor. He seemed pretty impatient, like he was waiting on something or someone. We will make our way there slowly but surely. Something about the way this building is very windy with all the stairs makes me feel like at some point we're gonna have to do like a little escape route out here.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Mr. Murdoch. Good morning, sir.
What a day yesterday was. We've been getting complaints from citizens all morning.
Oh, wow, that's rough. It's not like it was your fault or anything. We're very sorry, sir. We didn't mean to cause...
No, don't apologize. These kinds of things happen when you're doing science. It happens a little bit more often around Professor Russell's science, though.
Speaking of the professor, has he come in already?
Oh, yes. He came in very early this morning, all fired up about something. He probably needs some assistance, so go up to the workshop and see him. It's on the 3rd floor.
The 3rd floor. Alright, let's go then. I've got a bad feeling about this.
By the way, Tita.
Sir?
Please don't get the professor too excited. If we have a repeat of yesterday, we won't be able to do anything for a while.
I understand, sir. I'll be careful. That's Igor over there. He's such a pain in the butt. I can totally see why he's lived his entire life single.
Igor. Constance is talking about your butt.
I came up here to look up some stuff about what happened yesterday. And look around. All this mess is because she ain't doing her job. And to think she's getting paid to do this.
Oh. He's got some words about Constance himself. Oh, Kitty! Oh, are you talking to him?
Nyago.
Well, what does the book say? Oh, I don't have it anymore. I returned it. Oh no, how will I know what he's saying to me? And what Antoine is saying?
Good morning to you.
It would seem yesterday was quite stressful for everyone.
Doctor, was everything here alright?
The clinic isn't quite tied into the rest of the factory, so things were mostly quiet. Everyone else seemed running about until all hours, though. When I came in this morning, I found Antoine's asleep on the bed. The poor little dear was exhausted.
Antoine? That's what we call the cat. He's been living here at the factory all for a while.
He doesn't have an owner and tends to be cared for by everyone who feels the urge. So he's kind of like everybody's cat.
Yeah, something like that.
Though I'm sure Antoine has a little desire to be formally owned by any one person. Do be friendly to him if you see him around the factory.
Of course.
Now that I've introduced you to Antoine, I believe it's time for me to return to work. Aren't you in the middle of something yourself, Tita?
Yes, ma'am. I was on my way to talk to my grandfather.
Professor Russell should be in his workshop down on the 3rd floor. He came in especially early this morning. The 3rd floor workshop. Got it. Let's go.
Yeah, we probably should. Goodbye, Miss Dr. Miriam.
Goodbye. Yeah, go. I hope the cat is saying fleshy human to me. What a night that was. We were rushing to finish our tests until test units when suddenly everything just went black. I almost glued the souls onto the desk. The incident last night was pretty fascinating, wasn't it? I heard that there was some kind of interference with the orbital generators. That was news to me. Everyone's calling it some kind of disaster, but surely someone got something from it. What do you think, Tita?
Yes. Very fascinating.
I'm sure I could have guessed that you would say that. You do take after Professor Russell. Terry is a completely different story, though. Everyone's freaking out, and it's all our fault.
Good morning, all. I was quite surprised yesterday. Since I came in this morning, the orbital calculator seems to be working more smoothly. Things continue at this pace, we can look forward to work as usual in a few days. I don't exactly know why, but I'm feeling much better.
So this morning, the readings on the orbital calculator have been rock solid. After I spent all that time tinkering with it before, why is it working now? Your name is Wilmont? I know a guy named Wilnot. Well, that's just crazy. Oh wait, first we go to the library. I gotta translate. Where's the cat book? Is it saying this way? No. It says hold up? No. Oh, it's been a while. How have you been? Is that what it's saying to me? Or just hello? Oh no, I didn't count how many squigglies were involved here. I'm gonna assume it just said hello to me. That's so funny. I know you're probably busy due to last night, Carl, but I wonder if I could have a word? I want to discuss Louise. Her original application stated a desire to work on airships. If possible, I'd like to move her to work on the Aristo's orbital engine project. What do you think of her supervisor? Louise? Noted. Louise? She's an exemplary research and scientist. But she's losing her drive working on orbital weapons research and design. I agree with her transfer. It'll be good for her. Louise. Yesterday's event was quite the surprising phenomenon. As far as I know, this event was inexplicable within the limits of our current knowledge of orbital technology. Okay, now where do I put those documents? There's literally a stack of documents. Only documents. In front of you.
Bah! Another failure.
Grandpa, we came to see if we could help.
Hello, Tita. And you two are here as well. I see.
What can I say? We were worried. So, what are you working on?
As you can see, I'm trying to cut into the black orbment, but it hasn't been going very well.
What seems to be the problem?
Perhaps a demonstration is in order. And click.
Oh, what is that thing? It's a circular saw. It's made of a special alloy that can cut through basically anything.
Oh, that ought to do it then. Oh, this seems ill-advised.
Oh, it stopped. I thought that might happen.
Oh, it's on a smaller scale, but the same phenomenon as yesterday. It seems the black orbment is blocking the functionality to the other orbments, interfering with them in some way. And I doubt it's solely made for the purpose of killing the lights.
Yeah. But, Grandpa, doesn't the effect spread like it did last night?
Yes, good thinking. This interference with nearby orbments seems to spread out, moving from orbment to orbment like a chain lightning. I put the range about 5 arg. But if there are no orbments powered on within that range, well, then that's where the effect stops.
I see. That makes sense.
However, with that knowledge, there's no way to know why it causes machines to simply stop without getting a look inside. It's very troubling.
Is there any way to destroy the thing? Maybe with a good scream and a really hard whack?
Don't be ridiculous. Didn't you see the big saw do exactly nothing to just a moment ago?
Yeah.
Anyone thought of trying fire? Maybe it'd melt down in a blast furnace or something.
If we did that, the insides of that would melt too.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was worth a shot.
Oh, actually, that might work.
Oh, really?
You know of a way to burn it open?
No, that's not what I meant. Orbital power, that which drives orbments to work, can be used for this problem. We'll have to find a way that it doesn't rely on any orbital energy.
Is there even such a thing?
The combustion engine. It's a device that burns fuel to generate energy. The idea has been around for a long time, but it's very inefficient when compared to an orbital engine. However, all you need on them are standard tools.
Oh, neat.
I get it. Fire is the key.
But Grandpa, I've never seen one of them.
I'm pretty certain that there's one under study in the central factory workshop. And they get fuel as well.
Like oil or something?
No, it's called gasoline. It's extremely flammable. There's likely a tank or canister of it stored in the reserve. Yes,
That should do the job. I'll start getting the tools ready.
I'll help. Is there anything we can do? I mean, I can't do anything super technical like Tita can, but...
Well, you could go and get the engine and gasoline. It's going to be heavy, but you racers should be strong enough to move it.
Okay, leave it to us. So, where would we find these?
Let's see.
Don't tell me you've forgotten.
I've forgotten.
You just said not to say that. Still, if you want to look at the operations room, you could probably find them there.
What the heck is an operations room?
It's a room with a bunch of orbital computers. It's on the 5th floor. We store all kinds of information there for safekeeping.
Wow, I didn't know there was such a place.
We've been there like 6 times.
Oh, then I'll leave it in your capable hands.
Making coffee, fetching stuff.
Well played, old man, well played.
Oh well, let's go find this operations room thingy. To the 5th floor then.
Oh, looky her! She's just table height. It's so cute.
Remember? They're in the storage operations on the 5th floor.
5th floor operations.
Got it. Let's get going.
Huh? What are you doing? I need that combustion engine and some gasoline. Yeah. I don't know what Russell's accent is, but also it could be a made-up accent. Every time he opens its mouth, it's a different one because he's just so smart, ? And wise, ? Because, and so he has lots of language knowledge in his brain hole, ! I don't know.
Wow, check out this place. This has to be the operations room.
Hey, you two. I haven't seen you before, so you mind telling me what business you have in here? My name's Travis, Senior Engineer and Supervisor.
Nice to meet you. We're with the Bracer Guild. We're here at the request of Professor Russell, so if...
Professor Russell? He's not in trouble again, is he?
Again? You don't really have that much faith in him, do you?
No, I mean, I realize he's a genius. He was the one who developed the capital unit after all, but even being acquainted with him results in no end of trouble. Tita, on the other hand, is an incredibly sweet girl, just an all-around good kid.
Yeah, I get what you mean. But I don't think we have to stand around talking in this case. We need to find where the central factory stores its equipment.
Oh, is that what this is all about? In that case, go right ahead. I'll show you how it works.
Oh, I'm like actually utilizing this.
This cylindrical device is the type of computer. It's called the capital.
These days, they mostly get used to assisted airship and navigation.
But this one is equipped for the fastest general-purpose data processing in the world. It can be used for anything, from calculating material density to information retrieval. Now, for information retrieval, you have to use the front panel to select that mode. That will send out a signal through the wiring and allow you to access the memory orbit. There's a quartz inside that traps a rapid light pulse on it, you see. Then it simply extracts the data you want. So, I trust you know how it works now. No.
No sweat. Yep, no sweat.
I'm impressed, Estelle. You're way better with modern technology than I am.
Okay, so I lied. Hey,
Give me a chance. What if I did understand?
oh, that stuff went completely over my head.
Well, here's the setup. You change the mode with the panel. I'm sure you'll figure that out in no time.
Change the mode with the panel. Orbital calculator capital system version 07 copyright. Database access. Please input search term. Central factory. Gasoline. Entry gasoline. A liquid derived from the purification of naturally occurring hydrocarbon compound used primarily as fuel. Emergency stores. 20 mid-side tanks. Okay. And then engine. One engine. Maintenance. Chief Gustav. A wheel. No owner. Underground factory entrance. Transporting cargo. This is interesting. When this quartz synchronizes with the bearer, the resonance phenomenon, the internal mechanisms take over the otherwise complex process that would be required to use magic, allowing just about anyone to use it in the form of orbital arts. Furthermore, the arts the user is able to use can be changed depending on the combination of quartz and size. So does that mean there would be, I guess if there's people that use magic, like the guy that does, what'd he do? He duplicated his body, or the one that made himself look like Portos. Maybe that's like what's considered real magic, and what we're doing to fight is just our fake orbal magic. So I wonder if there will be anyone on our team that will have real magic at any point. That's very interesting. Any firearm or cannon powered with orbit technology. Similar to orbital guns, they have less recoil than gunpowder using. This is so detailed. A grouping of 7 gemstones found throughout the continent, prized as jewels for eons. It was also regarded as a symbol of mystery. The invention of technology to refine and process septium fragments too small to use as jewels, called sepith, make them into quartz, resulted in a massive increase of importance of septium as a resource across the continent. General term for devices that draw orbital energy from septium, invented 50 years ago by Professor C. Epstein. The clockwork mechanism inside causes reaction between quartz, which in turn produces a variety of different phenomena. Their greatest advantages over combustion engines is that the orbital energy within them is gradually restored over time, and the variety of different phenomena they can produce. They are also much more economically efficient. Oh, death of Professor Epstein. Sovereign state of Lehman. Russell returns to the liberal kingdom. He proposes the spread of orbit technology to a chilly reception. Do we think that Epstein is actually dead? Russell forms a partnership with Zeiss Clockmakers Union. Together, they establish the Zeiss Engineering Factory. Edgar III, after inspection of the factory, donates a large amount of money to further its research, and he becomes the first factory chief. Edgar III dies, and Alicia II assumes the throne. Construction is completed on the Langland Bridge. First orbital-powered airship. It's completed. 39 failed test flights before success was achieved. Whoa. So that was 1168. Zeiss Engineering Factory is renamed the Zeiss Central Factory and begins sharing technology with the Verne Company and Rhineford Company. Liberal Orbital Ship Corporation is established, and the transit commuter airship, the Lind, is commissioned. Transit commuter airship, the Cecilia, is commissioned. Leibniz. Zeiss Central Factory is dismantled and reconstructed at its current site. The partially underground factory in the Chaldea Hills is completed. I'm sorry, what happened there? The Zeiss Central Factory is dismantled and reconstructed? For what reason? Russell resigns from his position as factory and is succeeded by Murdoch. Natural science and medical research divisions are founded. Passenger ship Eterna sinks in Calvert waters. The Crown Prince Judas dies. Whoa. The prince died on the passenger ship? I don't know if I knew that already. That's dramatic. Huh. Is it have something to do with the orbit, maybe? Orbital Network, a joint venture with the Epstein Foundation, is publicly announced. Outbreak of the 100 Days War. The Central Factory is taken by the Aerobian Army. Professor Russell develops patrol airships at Leiston Fortress, which are used to mount a highly effective counteroffensive, and soon became central to the Royal Army. Liberal and Erbonia sign a peace accord. Orbment exports the Aerobian Empire resume. Version 1.0 of the Capbell orbital computer is completed. Development commences on the high-speed cruiser, the Arcel. The Arcel is completed and flight tests commence. Okay, so interesting things from here. The prince dying in a failed... What is it? A failed flight? The fact that they dismantled and then rebuilt the factory? Why did they do that? Looks like you found what you're looking for.
Wow, it's like a magic box or something.
Orbital computers really are something. As I understand it, the Professor Russell's teacher, Professor Epstein, was responsible for the original concept. But it was Professor Russell's talent that made an idea into reality. Ugh, if only at the presence of mind were on par with his intelligence.
Well, Aigis isn't one to bestow 2 blessings on one person. By the way, where can we find the guy who was one of those combustion engine thingies? The maintenance chief, right? Where is he?
Currently, he's overseeing the airfield, so you'd have to go there and speak with him. Also, the gasoline is likely in orbit manufacturing in the basement. Talk to the staff there. I'm sure they'll be happy to get it for you.
Maintenance Chief Gustav is down in the airfield working on a combustion engine, and the gasoline is in the basement orbit manufacturing facility. Thanks, you've been a big help.
Think nothing of it. Let me know if you need anything else. That was such a long-winded way to tell me that it's in the basement, really. But there's some interesting stuff in there. I'm also now realizing that I really haven't been to the basement the few times that I've been here. There weren't a lot of personnel, to be fair, but I wonder how much dialogue I could have gotten through. Oh, this is the tunnel. See? Not a soul. You?
What kind of guy is he?
I tried asking her friends, but it didn't tell me much. Ugh, I just can't concentrate.
I know I've got to impress her with my hard work, but I can't stop thinking about Faye and her ex. I just can't keep working.
Excuse me. What's that? May I help you?
I saw Joshua explain the task set for the Professor Russell.
You need gasoline? I think we have a tank of it in the back storage somewhere. I'll check for you.
Faye used the intercom.
This is Faye. I got a request down here.
We still have that tank of Calvert gasoline there in the warehouse, right? Can you send some down? Yeah, enough to carry. Thanks. They're sending some for you right now.
Sending? Holy.
There we are.
Is this gasoline? So, that's what sending is. Neat, isn't it?
This conveyor belt system isn't just for ordering goods. It's an entire network that connects the whole facility.
Convenient.
Professor Russell invented it. Originally, it was just a series of tubes for sending products back and forth, but the professor completely rebuilt the system into something a lot more useful. Of course, getting all the infrastructure in place was a gigantic pain in the...
I can only imagine. We have to be on our way. Thank you for your help.
No problem. I don't know what you're using it for, but be careful with that gasoline. It has a tendency to fireball. Ooh. I don't know what you're using. Oh. Can I go back here still? Door is locked. Alright, so we also need the gas tank, right? Gas can be found in the central factory basement. Combustion engine is kept by Gustav, the maintenance chief. Gustav. I was on the 5th floor. I think they said that he was on the 4th? But I haven't seen Gustav yet, right? Oh, that's wrong again. Help! I'm trapped in a loop.
We've got the gasoline, so now we need to see Maintenance Chief Gustav. Maintenance Chief is probably at the airship boarding platform. He only comes back to the factory if there's some kind of official business for him.
Thank you, Hazel. You're so smart, so kind, so gracious.
Hi, need a flight? The westbound airship just departed a few moments ago. No thank you, we don't need an airship right now. Actually, we need to talk to Gustav, was it? You mean the maintenance chief? He's not here at the moment. Oh, what do you mean not here? He went to Leiston Fortress 2 to 3 days ago.
Oh no, I have to go all the way to the fortress? I mean, that means I'll see Julia, but also isn't Chloe there too?
Some kind of repair emergency on a military patrol ship. Leiston Fortress? As in the largest base in the Royal Army out by Lake Valeria, up in the north part of Zeiss? Oh, wonderful. He won't be coming back here anytime soon. So what do we do about the professor's request?
I don't know anything about that, but the chief is actually on his way back.
He just sent word to us. Oh, like he's getting off now? Oh, hey, an airship. Speak of the devil. Listen, why put me through that much turmoil? Why not just say, oh, you're looking for him? That's funny. Here he comes now. And he falls from the sky and he sings us World of Pure Imagination as performed by Willy Wonka. And then that would have saved so much more time. He could have sung a whole Pure Imagination for us. And we'd be starting this conversation already. An orange airship? Hold the phone. Since when are public airships orange? No, that doesn't look like a regular public airship. The shape is wrong, and it's got work arms all over it. Yeah. I was gonna say the same thing after the conversation about Willy Wonka. Now that you mention it, that's the Central Factory vessel, the Leibitz. It's the same model as the public transports, but it's had several modifications. It's used for large-scale maintenance and transport. Huh, a flying factory. Then the maintenance chief is on that airship? That's right. Now's your chance. You need to talk with him, no? No, we do. Thanks a lot. Yeah, thank you.
Well, this feels ill-advised. Everything's ill-advised lately. Like, he doesn't... Maybe he wants to decompress after a long travel day. What do you think of her? Isn't she a beauty? This is the crown jewel of the Central Factory fleet in Leibniz. There it is. Oh, was that him? What do you want?
Leibniz is a mountain of parts stored in her. It's dangerous, so stand clear. Actually, we're looking for someone. Isn't there a maintenance chief by the name of Gustav on this ship? Huh? What do you want with me? Oh, well that's convenient. This'll explain that Professor Russell had asked them to borrow a combustion engine. Oh, running errands for Russell, are ya? But a combustion engine, huh? Well, you got good timing. I'll give you that. Hang on a second.
I was gonna say, like, literally the engine is on this ship?
Does he actually have one packed onto the ship? Looks like it.
Literally, convenient.
Here you go. It's a heavy beast, so be careful.
Combustion engine.
Wow, you weren't kidding. But we can still manage to carry it. You got some spirit to you for such a young girl. I like it.
Thanks.
It's a pretty interesting little coincidence. That old fart wants this thing right after I got it back from the military. From the military? Yeah, this thing was on loan to them for a while. They were using it for some kind of research. As a matter of fact, I only just got back today.
Yeah, Gustav, we finally went that far in our deduction since you just got off of the airship that landed. But also, I feel like this is a lot of stuff he shouldn't be telling us. This feels like confidential information.
Lucky for us.
What's wrong? Oh, it's nothing. Now that we got what we need, why don't we take it back to the professor?
Sure thing. Thank you, Mr. Maintenance Chief.
Sure.
Give my regards to the old man.
Let me on to your airship. Now, I'm commandeering it. I'm a bracer, damn it.
What a funny coincidence. Well, it just does this shit around the storage otherwise.
Interesting. Also, that was like... Oh, I guess I think the dialogue actually started when I walked in, not when I talked to him. Because there was no loading screen. It literally landed and then I could go talk to them. I'm just thinking about if the environment transformed in front of me or not. And I think it did. Anyways, not important. Where am I going? Not the lab. Yes, the lab? No, the lab. I need to go down one more. He was working in the lab late one night.
We're back. And we brought what you asked for.
Oh, excellent.
Thank you.
Oh, you aren't kidding about how heavy this is. Yes, your brute strength was most useful, girl. Perfect timing too, as I've just finished preparing the tools. And all that's left to set up is the engine and put gas in it. If you'll go pull on the finishing touches, Tita.
Yes, sir.
So are we really about to cut this thing open?
And it's all set?
Wow, this thing is really clunky looking. Are all these engines like this? Yeah, it converts the energy given by the burning gas to power the tools. So, in this way, they don't need orbital energy?
Indeed. Let's not dawdle. Let me flip the switch. And click.
Oh, jeez, this thing makes a racket. It's definitely louder than the orbital engines.
That's one of the drawbacks, yes. But I doubt we need fear activating the black orbment this way. Let's get started.
Whoa! That's some serious sparkage.
Okay, shut it down for now. We've seen how much physical punishment it can take, and how much punishment our ears could take as well.
Estelle and the others crowded around to get a closer look. A tiny scratch is faintly visible.
That's it? It's incredible. And with a special alloy saw too?
Whatever it's made of, it's tougher than anything I've seen.
Oh, but if we keep at it, I believe this would work. We're going to get through quite a few saw blades though.
Oh, so it's gonna be a real test of patience then.
Hey, Professor, can I talk to you for a second? Oh, have you already finished the modifications? Oh, of course I have. Remember who you're talking to. Anyway, what is it? Something wrong? I received a message from the hotel in Elmo for you. The orbital-powered pump that supplies the hot water for their spa is broken down. Since they can't make any money like this, they'd like for you to come and try fix it. Ah, you must be kidding. Damn it, of all times for this to happen. If you're busy, why don't you send over another engineer? Ah, no, that pile of junk is at least 40 years old. The younger techs have no idea what to do with anything that it's not state-of-the-art. No, what a pain in the...
Grandpa, maybe I could go over and do the repairs, do you think?
Huh? Tita?
Oh, you took me over there to help with maintenance before. I think I'll be fine if I just go.
I'm sure you do a fine job on the repairs. That's not what concerns me. Oh, agreed. There are monsters out on the roads.
But we can't just leave Mrs. Mal like this.
If that's a problem, why don't you let us handle this?
Huh?
Well, it's a bracer's duty to ensure the safety of Liberal's roadways. Therefore, seeing that Tita arrives at her destination safely is our responsibility.
Oh, that's another story for all with her. Then we don't need to worry. Alright then, thank you.
Are you sure this is okay?
Don't worry about it. Kids shouldn't sweat the details so much. If you're ready, then let's go.
Thank you. Thank you both. Okay, Grandpa. And Mr. Murdoch. We'll be back soon.
Take care, dear. Be careful out there.
If this was anyone else, I'd be a little suspicious on them trying to send Russell away. But he didn't push too much when Tita said she'd go. So, it's a very interesting turn of events. And yeah, I guess I didn't really have to go all the way over to the village before, or the inn before, because they were just gonna send me there anyways. But that's okay. Now we continue on with the story.